Hello, I'm Christy, and we're here today for my 14-day challenge. And I was going to share with you something I heard during church services this morning, and I scribbled down some notes, and when I got out and set them out in front of me, I either couldn't read them or I didn't make good enough notes, because it actually was a very good lesson this morning. So there was something in there that had reminded me, there's a gnat, that had reminded me of something, and so I just went with that instead of trying to figure out what my notes said. So maybe next week I will do a better job at writing better notes. So today I was going to talk to you about, I have a quote from Charles Schulz, and it said, "Don't worry about the world coming to an end today. It's already tomorrow in Australia." So many people worry about all different kinds of things, and one person that had reason to worry at many different times in her life was Corrie ten Boom. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about a story in her life. I'm actually going to read a little bit from one of her books. So Corrie was only 6 when she first started to understand the reality that people in her life could die. And so she had been over at a friend's house, and someone died in that family. And so when her father came home that evening, she was sobbing and really upset about it. And I'm going to read you that part. "I need you," Corrie sobbed. "You can't die. You can't." Her father sat down beside her, and he said gently, "Corrie, when you and I go to Amsterdam, when do I give you your ticket?" Corrie thought for a moment. "Why, just before we get on the train." "Exactly," said her father. "And our wise Father in heaven knows when we're going to need things too. Don't run out ahead of him, Corrie. When the time comes that some of us will have to die, you will look into your heart and find the strength you need just in time." I can't even imagine what kind of a father he was, because he prepared her for so many things. You think about all the things that she went through in her life. She had to go through the Holocaust. She went through concentration camps. She went through the death of her father and her sister. So many things that she went through. But then, and God gave her the strength to get through each one of those things, including, as she was an elderly lady, she traveled all over the country, preaching to people and affecting so many people's lives. And here we are still today, learning from the things that she went through and the things that she talked about. So we don't have to live in fear of what the future holds or how we will face the challenges that lie ahead. As Corrie discovered, our Heavenly Father will give us all the strength and courage that we need, right when we need it. Corrie ten Boom herself said, "Worry does not empty tomorrow of its sorrows. It empties today of its strength." So I found an article on 3 easy tips to stop worrying. So if you want to enjoy life more and stop worrying, shoot me a message. I'll give you those tips that I found. And everything can change in the blink of an eye. But don't worry, God never blinks.